To all of you who left your desk of learning to stand up for justice, I will remind you that you are continuing in the best tradition of being responsible students as we were in the 1960s when we sat in, waited in, kneeled in order to make sure that the world would know, as Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere affects all of us everywhere. For Upward Bound, a program that was birthed in the womb of the Civil Rights Movement. A program that was led by the courageous and compassionate mind and spirit of a Texan named Lyndon Baines Johnson. A program that began because it was black folk in this country who were being locked out, looked over, and left behind. Let me make the record straight. Martin Luther King Jr. was a universalist. He didn't have a provincial, narrow mind. He knew that the black movement was a movement that would eventually liberate all peoples. And history records that on the backs of the Civil Rights Movement, there was the Women's Liberation Movement, the Gay Rights Movement. There was the rights for the handicapped who had been excluded. So I say to you, don't you stop until we get the message over to the president of this university that we ought to show integrity. For in ancient Rome, whenever a package was shipped, outside of that package was stamped the word integra, which meant you can count on finding in the inside what is represented on the outside. If the University of San Francisco says on the outside, we are an inclusive institution, make it happen on the inside and keep Upward Bound around. If we believe in compassion, if we believe in servicing those who are left behind, don't be a condescending spirit. Let us be with them. Let us have these students here on campus. Compassion is not shown by just going to Bayview Hollis Point and planting a garden. Compassion is not just shown by going to the Tenderloin to help those people who need a helping hand. Compassion is not just helping someone with AIDS, though we must do that. But real compassion means to be with them, to walk with them, to talk with them, to teach with them, to serve with them, to cry with them, to rejoice with them. That is compassion, and it's time that the University of San Francisco be what it represents on the outside. Love and compassion on the inside. Finally, I must say that there's one who's willing to be reasonable, to be a conciliatory person, along with the Reverend Board here, standing to my right, Malcolm Board, pastor of the First African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church. We met with some people on yesterday. I was hopeful that we could have left that luncheon with a spirit
all right now
of celebration.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm telling you, my dream and my hope was turned into a nightmare.
Right.
For to hear words uttered, such as, we are concerned about maintaining upward bound, but we just don't have the space.
Right.
But we retorted, we can get the space.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
There is San Francisco State.
Right.
If you need dormitory space, we can accommodate you there.
Right.
Then we heard, but we don't want to have any liability.
Right.
Well,
Right.
we got brains,
Right.
we got sense,
Right.
we know that you cover not being liable by having insurance.
Right.
And you keep insurance by having a premium.
Right.
Now, if this grant comes from the government for upward bounds, what in the world are they talking about? There is no liability.
Right.
There is no drain on this institution for this program.
That's right.
There's a drain of commitment.
Right.
Yes.
There's a drain of support.
Yes.
There's a drain of the idea of maintaining equality of educational opportunity for all peoples,
All people.
and all peoples, including all. That is our vision. That is our hope. And don't you let nobody break your spirit.
That's right.
Don't you let nobody turn you around. Talk to your fellow students. Knock on dormitory doors.
Right.
Knock on classroom doors.
Yes.
As we did in the 1960s. And say, I'm not going to let nobody turn me around until justice roll down like righteousness.
Yes.
And there's a perennial stream. Don't let nobody turn you around until we hear at the University of San Francisco somebody shouting and saying, I'm black and I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm brown and I'm sound. I'm yellow and I'm mellow.
Yes.
I'm red but I ain't dead. I'm white and I'm all right.
Yes.
I'm gay but I'm gorgeous. I'm straight but I'm sensible. That should be
Yes.
on the inside.
Right.
Yes.
What's represented on the outside for the University of San Francisco. God bless you. I love you. Keep the faith.